Hey y'all, it's Jazabelle, and I am about to do a tutorial on how to duplicate things. However, before we get into what to do in game, when you are dealing with duplicating items, you really want to make sure you have your settings set correctly for the layout editor. So go to the layout editor, go to your setting, go to file and then settings. I know unfortunately you can't see the drop down menu, I apologize. But if you click on the settings, you will have the settings window up here, which unfortunately my scene switcher did not switch to, so two shakes while I set it up to switch to that, because yeah, we need that to switch. Alright, there we go. Apply. That's what we're looking for. Well, that's kind of what we're looking for. It's apparently, it has the wrong heading, so let me close that and try again. File, settings. Here we, no. Why is it not switching? Alright, so we'll just do this manually. There's my settings, and for some reason the bar on the top is not, there we go. Okay, that was annoying me. So here we are with our settings window. Always on top, that's up to you. EQ2 layouts directory, you know how to find that. EQ2 log stuff, you know how to find that too, I'm sure. So the important thing, what we care about, is auto replace UIDs. This checkbox right here. Very, very important. Make sure it's checked. If it's not checked, you're going to want to check it. Now, I have auto import external notes unchecked because having it checked slows down the layout editor when you're working with larger files, so I just find it easier to not import notes unless I need it to, and then I do it manually. So, auto replace UIDs, yes, it's checked. Okay, we will click apply and we are good to go. So, we come here and we look at this and we say, oh, this floor design here is so lovely. It's in my front room, and I really want to also have it in my dining room. However, I don't remember the options that I used to make it, and it would be a real pain to make it all over again. Not really, but we're pretending. So I'm going to duplicate it. In order to duplicate it, I need to have at least that number of items in the moving crate. That is very important. They must be in the moving crate. They can't be in a stack next to it. They can't be in your inventory. They have to be in the moving crate. So we have our item here. We have our moving crate here. We save our with file. So file, open with. Okay, so here is our whole layout, and so now we're going to do a diff. If you don't know how to do a diff, there is a video for that, and if you don't know how to move a whole bunch of items really quickly into your moving crate, there's a video for that too. They're both under how-tos. So we're going to say pack these items in the moving crate for our diff. I'm not going to explain how to do the diff because that's not the point of this tutorial. If you don't know how to do the diff, like I said, there is another tutorial that explains it. So pack, 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 and more packing. Say without, go to the layout editor, click my diff button, say run. So here is the thing I want to duplicate in its own group. So now we're going to go back and load it because I like to have it out here where I can see it so I know I don't screw it up. Back to the layout editor, I'm going to select all of the items that I want to duplicate. In this case, it is every single item in my group. So I'm going to right click, and I do apologize, you can't see my right click menu. There are a whole bunch of options, and the second one down is duplicate. We're going to right click and click duplicate. So now you can see I have 20 items in this group instead of the 10 I started with originally. So I'm just going to save the group and load it right here so you see what happens. Here we are. And load it. And see that shimmer? See how it all changed color? That's because there are 2 of each item in that spot right now. It has duplicated every single item and placed it exactly where it was. Now that's not very helpful currently because you know, I want this in my dining room instead of out here in my living room, right? Yeah, this is a really nice living room, isn't it? So we kind of want to move it, well, let's try 10 units in this direction. Select them. Oops. So I click the top one, I again shift and click the bottom one, and we're going to go 10 units north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could, of course, just typed in 10 to the move amount and hit north once, but I didn't. So, oh, that's not nearly far enough. Let's try another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So group. Load it. Yeah, that's like another 5 there, or 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do up 0.2 because, as you can see, it's not quite tall enough. So let's load it. And we're almost there now. We just need to move it 6 to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 6 doesn't quite make it. Let's try a 7. Or another 1, I should say. 7 total. Load it. And let's go 1 to the north. Okay, so it's not perfect, but, you know, it gives you an idea of how things work here. So yeah, that's duplicate. It's really simple, but now I have 2 of the exact same design, and I can put them wherever I want. If I had a perfect staircase here and I needed one somewhere else in the house and I wanted the exact same staircase, I could duplicate it. If I wanted to build, say, oh, I don't know, 10 of these stalls here for a fair, I could create one and duplicate it 9 times and move them wherever I wanted to. So yeah, duplicate is at once a very simple and yet very, very important and versatile feature. So I hope that was instructive for all of you and that you learned something and that I didn't totally confuse you. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. That's it. Happy decorating.